Hello again! Today we're going to be talking about adding whole numbers. Now, in order to add whole numbers, there is something we need to talk about again, which is estimating. Estimating is going to be a good trick and a good strategy to make sure that when you're adding, you're getting close to the right answer, so that way you're not way off. So if you add something like 287 plus 394, you don't just look at that and say, I don't know what the answer is, I'm just gonna guess. If you estimate it first, you're gonna have a better chance of getting the correct answer when you actually do the work. So let me make my pen a little bit thinner, and let's try that. So we're gonna try adding 294 plus 387. Now if you notice, I'm using a grid paper because we want to see these vertical lines. And that's because we want to make sure when we're adding or subtracting, our place values are lined up so all the ones are in the first column, all the tens are in the second column, all the hundreds are in the next column. And even as we get into bigger numbers, everything will still be lined up appropriately. So, first off, let's take a look. Should we add from the left side or the right? Remember, when you're adding or subtracting, always start with your ones column. So in this case, we're going to start over here with our 4 and our 7. So 4 plus 7. 4 plus 7, what is that? Let's see here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now here's the thing. You can't just put 11 down here. That's not how this works. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I should estimate so that way I know where my answer is going to be. Silly me. So let's estimate this really quick before I get any further. So we want to estimate this answer. So we're going to round these numbers to the nearest 100 because both numbers are in the hundreds place. So that means I'm going to look at the tens place. So because that's a 9, that tells me I'm going to add it up by one more. So that'll be 300. And 387, well, I want to round to the hundreds place, so we're going to look at that 8. That 8 tells me I need to add one more to the 3, so it'll be 400. And now if I add those up, 300 plus 400, well, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0, and 3 plus 4 is 7. So my answer is going to be somewhere near 700. And remember, this is just the estimate. So now I can go back over, before I jumped ahead of myself, silly me, and now I can add up the ones. So 4 plus 7 is 11. Now I can't just write 11 down here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the number in the ones place, because that's what we're adding in this column, is the ones place. So that 1 is going to stay in the ones place. Now if you remember, the number was 11. So this 1 in the ones place is going to stay right here, but this one in the tens place, we have to carry over. So we're going to take this 110 and carry it into the tens column. So I'm going to do a plus 1 up here. Okay, so now we're going to add our tens place. So let's start with what we have to start with, which is 9 plus 8. Well, 9 plus 8 is 17, but now we have to add that plus 1. So 17 plus 1 is 18. Uh-oh, 18. Well, this time, instead of carrying the 8 is going to stay in the tens place. And now this 1 is actually 100, so we're going to carry that to the hundreds column. So now we're going to do the same thing again. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus the 100 that we carried, which would be 6. So that makes it 600. So our total for 294 plus 387 is going to be 681. And is that close to my estimate? Yes. Remember, the estimate is only meant to get you close. It's not supposed to be exactly perfect. You just want to get close so that way when you have your final answer, you can check against each other and say, are they close? And if they are, great. So let's try another one. Let's try another number. Let's try a bigger number. Let's try 32,811 plus 20,437. Okay, now remember, I've got my place values lined up, so that way my ones are all together, my tens are all together, my hundreds, my thousands, and my 10,000s. So, let's estimate it first, so that way we make sure we have our close answer. So we are going to round to the nearest 10,000 this time. So we're going to round to the nearest 10,000. So that means we're going to look at our neighbor. So because our neighbor is a 2, that tells me that the 3 is going to stay the same, and everything behind it is going to turn into zeros, like magic. And then my next one, 20,000. Well, I want to round to the nearest. Oh, it's a 0, so that means the 2 stays the same, and everything changes to zeros. So now if we add those up, our estimate is around 50,000. So that means our answer over here is going to be somewhere near 50,000. All right, so let's add it up. 1 plus 7. 1 plus 7 is 8. And notice I'm still keeping in my place value lines. 1 plus 3 is 4. 8 plus 4, that's 12. But remember, I'm going to leave the number in the ones place. And I'm going to carry the one that's in the tens place, which is actually going to turn into 1,000. So then we have 1,000 plus, so it's really 1 plus 2 plus 0. So that's 3, but it's actually really 3,000 because of the place value it's in. And then 3 plus 2 is 5. So then our final answer is 53,000, don't forget that comma, 248. So is that close to 50,000? Yeah, because remember, when we estimate, we don't want exact, we just want to be close. So when in doubt, when it comes to adding and subtracting, guys, don't be afraid to draw those lines to make sure you can show your place values, because you have to make sure your ones are lined up, your tens are lined up, your hundreds, because if it's even off by one place value, you're going to get a totally different answer. So when in doubt, draw those place value lines until you're comfortable. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one.